Hey guys, it's Mr. Calderon with Queen My Pawn, and I'm going to be talking about finding zeros of a parabola. Finding zeros of a parabola means when does a parabola have zero heights? In other words, when does it intercept the x-axis? Remember that the x-axis has zero height, okay? Let's see what we mean when we share the screen and I draw on my blackboard. When I have a regular x and y graph, you can see that this whole line that's in green is the x-axis, okay? And the height for that is going to be zero all around. It hasn't raised. For example, this is the height when it's 1, that's the height when it's 2, that's the height when it's 3, and so on. But the whole line, it's 0. So we're interested in a parabola like this, and we're interested in what points are these? Where does it touch the x-axis? And it's actually very easy to find out. But that's what you need to think about when someone is asking you, oh, find the zeros or find the solution to the parabola. That's what it means. Okay, so let's start off with something like x squared minus 7x plus 6. First of all, if you're watching this video and you know the quadratic equation, that's great, but I don't teach that in my class because you don't need to know the quadratic equation yet, okay? So if you're in my class and you are thinking about quadratic equation because I said it, feel free to look it up, but you won't have to know that right now. Instead, you can factor this into a binomial. Recall that you need to find two numbers that multiply to 6 and add up to -7. Pause the video now and try to find them out for yourself before continuing. Okay, so you should have gotten -6 and -1. That means that you can write as a solution x minus 6 and x minus 1. Now, we need to find when the height equals 0. That means that y equals 0. And remember that the parabola is y equals that. This will tell you what the y is. So if we make this whole thing equal 0, y will be 0, and so the height will be 0. So let's do that. So we get 0 equals x minus 6 times x minus 1. What's the only way that one of these things equals 0? Okay, how do you make this equal 0? Well, you should know this from basic math, elementary math, like first graders, for example, or second graders, and they know multiplication. They know that anything times 0 is 0. So you need to make either this number equal 0 or you need to make this number equal 0. And that means solving for this one-step equation. Then you have the opposite of subtraction, which is addition on both sides. Then you get x equals 6. And when we plug in 6, we get 6 minus 6 times 6 minus 1, which will give you 0 times 5, which is 0. So a solution is x equals 6. Do the same thing for the other one, x equals 1. You get x minus 1 equals 0, x plus 1 plus 1, they cancel out, and you get x equals 1. So another solution is x equals 1. Go to decimals.com or wolframalpha.com and plug this in and watch. You're going to see that the graph is touching the parabola that x equals 1 and x equals 6. Now I'm going to pull up decimals myself and show you. So hold on, x squared minus 7x plus 6. Okay. Let's enter that. Okay. Hold on, let me use a keyboard. Okay, so I got, sorry about this. So I got x Okay, x times x. Sorry about that. See, I didn't want to do that during the video since it's going to take forever. X squared plus 7x plus, minus 7x plus 6. Now, let me show you how that looks like on the actual decimals. So I'm going to share over here and take a look at that. That's the parabola. So you can see that it touches the x-axis at 1 and 6. Okay. So that's how you know that you're doing it right. And basically, that's what it means when someone asks you, find the zeros, or what's the solution to the parabola, or when does it touch the x-axis, or find the x-intercepts. So if you see that question, you know that you need to find or factor this into a binomial and just find the solutions. Okay, this is a binomial and that's a binomial. So you're multiplying binomials to get a polynomial. So anyways, that's basically it. If you have any questions, make sure to comment on the video and that way I can address it. Otherwise, click the like button, which is a thumbs up if you liked the video and it helped you out, and subscribe to my content for more stuff like this and to stay in tune with the videos that I'm uploading, and I'll see you on the next one.